Hello, Reno. It's About Town Deb, Debbie McCarthy, your City Talk host. I am so excited to be behind the scenes at the El Dorado for the Holiday on Ice Spectacular. I was here a week ago. I got to meet the skaters. They are so incredible. Their spirit shines bright. They skate, they twirl. You are going to love it. And actually, the ice is right here. I can feel the chill in the air. And it's going to be a great interview. We are going to take you to each skate. We have 3 amazing skaters. When we come back, we'll introduce them. But I'm going to give you a quote really quick. Skating into the season. Christmas on ice at the Row is a holiday spectacular where each twirl and jump unwraps the magic of winter joy. So we're going to fill up with winter joy. I'll be right back. It's About Town Deb at the Row.
Glide into the El Dorado showroom at the Row for the Holiday Spectacular, Christmas on Ice. A thrilling, high-paced spectacle of world-class ice skating, soul-stirring powerhouse vocals, and the highest-kicking chorus dancers this side of the North Pole. Show opens November 21st. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. Christmas on Ice, an unforgettable experience.
Welcome back. It's About Town Deb, Debbie McCarthy with City Talk. As I said, I am at the Row in Reno, Nevada, behind the scenes of Holiday on Ice Spectacular. And I told you, you were going to get to meet 3 spectacular, amazing skaters. So the first skater, I'm so honored because I got to see her doing her twirling at Media Night, is Alexe Gilles. Alexe, welcome to the set of City Talk.
Thank you for having me.
You know what? I got to say, you look adorable. I love all the outfits you get to wear are just spectacular.
Yes.
Yes, they are amazing. You don't really need an introduction for people in the skating world.
No.
You don't, because I was doing some research, and you are the former national figure skating champion, Disney's Queen Elsa.
Yes.
How did it feel to be Elsa? That's like a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
And how many years were you Elsa?
I did Elsa for about 6 years, and I was like the second Elsa in the entire company. So it was a lot of my face on the billboards and things like that.
So how did that feel to look up at a billboard and go, that's me?
I took a few videos every single time because it gave me chills, just to see. I'm like, well, that's Elsa, but it's also me. But I did that as a competitor too, so it's just kind of fun to see both worlds collide.
Number one, you're in Reno, Nevada. This is like for me, this is my hometown. This is where I live and breathe, and I love the Row. To me, the Row is family. So I'm honored to be sitting on this stage with you to share my family with you.
Yes.
So how did you feel when you found out you were going to be coming to Reno, Nevada? Is this your first time?
This is my first time to Reno, Nevada, and I was quite excited because I'm from Colorado, so it's kind of the same mix of the mountains, the cool air, the smaller city. So I'm really excited to bring my skating skills to Reno, Nevada.
So how long have you been skating?
I started skating when I was 2.5 years old.
Oh, whoa. So whose idea was it to skate? Like your mom and dad, your grandparents?
Mostly my mom put my oldest brother into ice skating for like a coffee club with the girls.
Oh, a coffee club with the girls?
So, for my mom.
Oh, I was going to say, okay, that's
for my oldest brother to kind of mingle and stuff, and then he's the one that stuck with it, and I'm one of 4 kids, so we all were already at the ice rink, and so my mom just kept shuffling us out on the rink to get our wiggles out, and we've been here for many years later.
Another question for you. Do you have any behind the scenes rituals? You know how people, if they're going to get on a plane or they're going to do this, they have little things they do. Do you have any special routines or rituals you do?
Yeah, I think it starts with our hair and makeup and a warm up and everything like that. And then once we're finally starting to get in costumes and fishnets, I always put my left skate on before my right skate.
Are you left or right-handed?
I'm right-handed. But there's some skaters that have a little superstition of they have to put the right skate on before the left or the left before the right.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
So costume-wise, this is adorable. I was looking, my cousin Georgia was here with me, and she noticed that you guys have were these called tights or were they?
Fishnets.
Fishnets are over your skates. What is the reason for that?
It just creates a longer line when we're out there on the ice, because this is just more of an intimate kind of theater, and when we're on a bigger ice rink, it just extends our lines. I'm very tall, so it just extends those spirals and split jumps even longer.
As a seasoned skater, how do you practice each and every day for so many years and not get like, I'm just tired today. I just don't want to skate today, or I don't really feel good today. But you are on ice. So how do you keep yourself going each and every day?
I think it starts with the recovery process of everything.
Oh, what is that?
So after a show or anything, we stretch, we cool down, we recover with food, we get a good night's sleep and everything. And even on those tough days, you know, we kind of take it a little slower, listen to our bodies, see what it needs. And then, you know, once the music starts and we can feel the atmosphere in the theater, it just kind of turns on. So once you start and step in front of that curtain, it's like a...
I totally understand that. But with all that, you said your diet. Do you eat certain foods that like give you the energy? I mean, do you ever get to cheat and have some junk food?
Of course. I mean, there's like healthy proteins and fats and things like that. So lots of avocado, meats, veggies, rice. So, I mean, I never limit myself to anything, which is nice, but all in proportions and things like that. But I do love a glass of wine at the end of the night too. So,
what's your favorite wine?
Oh, I mean, I like a good Sauvignon Blanc or
fancy.
a Malbec.
Oh, I love both of those.
Perfect.
I actually have a Sauvignon Blanc, just so you know.
You do?
I do.
I'd love to try.
I will let you, but it's not about me. Let's go back to you. So you said you were 2.5 when you first got on the ice. So did your parents encourage you, or was it something you really wanted to do from, you know, following in the footsteps of your brother?
Yeah, so since it started with my oldest brother, and then my whole family did it. So my brother, I have 2 brothers, a twin sister who still competes, and I have a little sister. And so we kind of started out doing ice shows in our local club rink.
Oh my gosh.
And then it turned into more competitions and things like that. And then once I retired, I found the love of show skating again.
So twin sister.
Yes.
So what is it like to be a twin?
I don't know anything different, but I love it. I have a built-in best friend.
Oh, yeah. So have you ever been like in a show together? That would kind of be confusing for people. Like, oh, where'd she go?
Not yet. She's still competitive and is a 2-time Olympian herself.
Oh my gosh.
I was an alternate, so I didn't quite make it to the Olympics, but she comes and watches my performances when she can.
For young girls out there and young boys out there, as they watch you, like at the media night, I'm telling you, all the kids were like, they were like so excited, and they were taking their breaths, and you guys, you interacted with the audience so well. That was the one thing I really enjoyed the most about the show. What would you tell somebody who's just starting out, they've got their first pair of skates, and they're watching you and they're going, wow, I want to be just like you. What would you tell them how they can follow that dream?
I think keep believing in yourself, work hard every day, pick yourself up off of those falls that you're going to take falls. It's okay. That's how you learn. And just have fun. You know, you can't forget to have fun with all of this.
So how many times did you fall?
More times than I can count. Well, I still have bruises.
Yeah. Well, I tried skating when I was probably like 7, 8, 9, and it was my parents' idea. Yeah. But I would watch the skaters at the rink, and I'm like, oh, look at that. I want to be like them. So that's kind of how I started. I'm not a skater. I know where I'm going to get to try. I'm going to get a lesson at some point today. So you would just tell them to keep trying and to have faith and believe in themselves.
Yeah.
So
always.
If you were to say one thing that skating has taught you or what it has brought you, what would that be?
I think it's brought me a lot of love, friendship, patience. I mean, it's truly become me. So this is my identity. And I mean, I am somebody outside of this, but this is where I feel most at home.
I know I said it was my last question, but I do have one more. My question is, from all your performances, do you have a memory that just stands out? I know you performed, how many, probably like 1,000 times, probably, but is there one memory that made you feel like, this is why I'm here?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was kind of the first year on Frozen, and we were doing a 10 o'clock morning show, and the kids were incredible. I remember just being out there like, oh my God, this is my job. This is a moment, and I had goosebumps all up and down my body. I was like, this is unreal. And I think that for me, like, made my whole career like stand out. And I was like, I can be someone.
You are someone. You're someone pretty special. So I would like to invite each and every one of you to go online. You can go to Caesars.com. You can go to Ticketmaster.com. El Dorado, Reno. Anyway, you will be able to find a way to get your ticket. And if you have kids and your aunts and your uncles and your grandparents, it's a great family night. And I think you need to be here because you need to meet Elsa. Like after, she's going to be on ice and you could say, hey, I saw her on a City Talk with About Town Deb. When I come back, you were going to be chatting with Jean-Simon. He is also a professional skater. You were going to love him and he could do as many twirls as you can right there on ice. So stay tuned. I'll be right back. It's About Town Deb with City Talk.
Glide into the El Dorado showroom at the Row for the Holiday Spectacular Christmas on Ice. A thrilling, high-paced spectacle of world-class ice skating, soul-stirring powerhouse vocals, and the highest-kicking chorus dancers this side of the North Pole. Show opens November 21st. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. Christmas on Ice, an unforgettable experience.
Hi, John. Welcome.
Hi. Thank you.
You look very dapper. You got your fancy skates. You're all styled up. I love it.
Thank you.
So you are from Quebec.
Yes, I am from Canada.
How did you get from Quebec to here or to the States?
Well, everybody in Canada skates. So
Well, I didn't know that. So tell me about that, number one.
Well, in Canada, we were born with skates on.
No,
I'm kidding.
you weren't.
No.
I know I'm gullible, but not that gullible.
I started skating at 4 years old.
Wow.
And I've been doing professional shows since 2010, so a long time. And I've been around the world, and I've landed here in Reno on this ice.
Around the world?
Yes, about 60 countries.
No way.
Yeah, I've toured many years with other companies, Disney on Ice, Holiday on Ice, on cruise ships, and yeah, it's been kind of a project of mine. Travel, do shows, see the world.
So as you're seeing the world, how do you have time for family or friends? What do you do?
Yeah.
That's like, with all the skaters, you guys don't, I think you only have like one day off, don't you? A week?
Yeah, well, I think taking breaks between assignments, between contracts is the key.
Okay.
But you have to get used to, miss big family functions, But when we're on a show like this, it's like we're all family. So we're going to spend Christmas together and I'll be back home in time for New Year's.
Oh my gosh, that just seems so hard to leave your family for that long.
Yeah.
So when you do take a break, what's the average time when you have a break?
Oh, it depends. There has been times that I've just jumped right back on. There has been times I've taken a few months. It depends, what happens with ice shows and what season we're in. It depends what comes up. But for me, it's about taking my time.
That's important.
Yes, and training in between, staying healthy, staying in shape. Ready for the next thing.
Another question for you, John. So I read you were a coach. How does coaching affect you when you're on ice with all the other team players out there, the skaters out there? Because being a coach, you're like the leader.
Right. When I'm at home, I teach figure skating, competitive figure skating. I live now in Miami, Florida, and it's my full-time job, really. So these days I like to skate with the kids, So my skaters and I, we like to, practice together. So sometimes I'll go up in the morning and I'll train with them, and then I'll leave for a couple weeks. My colleagues take over, and then I'll come back.
So what excites you the most about being in Reno performing on Holiday on Ice?
Well, I think what's exciting about it is such a personal setting. The audience is extremely close. The first day we did the show, it felt like I skated in a snow globe.
Really?
It's so small. It feels like a winter wonderland on ice. Like the setting is so beautiful. And it's just the personal aspect of it and being close to the audience.
When you're out there with all the dancers, tell me, what does that feel like? Because when I was watching you guys, if you miss a step, what happens? Like, does it all go down like a domino effect?
Let's hope it doesn't happen. It feels a little bit, thrilling sometimes. But what I love about it is that the stage is so close and the singers and the dancers are so close that there's a definite connection with us. And I think it just brings it all together, like the artistry of the dancing and the precision dancing and this beautiful singing, the beautiful songs. It really is magical. And then the audience on the other side, it's very it's very beautiful to skate in here.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned the singing and the dancing
Mm-hmm.
because, guys, not just are you going to get skaters, you're going to have dancers right up, well, you can't really see it. Right where I'm sitting, you will hear the most amazing, amazing Christmas songs.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll feel like you're with your family sitting around a table.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just really cool. Do you have a favorite Christmas song? I don't know why I was said that, but I was just.
I don't know. I mean, they're also nostalgic,
Oh,
right?
yes.
Yeah, we get very groovy with like Santa Claus
Oh.
coming to town,
Yeah.
but I like well, in this show I skate to Hallelujah, which is not
Oh.
technically a.
That was, okay, that's a tearjerker. Guys, you need to come to the show just for that. Seriously, there were
a good
many
number.
moments during the show where I felt like I needed to sit still and just go, wow. Like, I'm
Yeah.
so happy I'm here.
Yeah.
For me, I really needed that. I needed all the moments that I had sitting here. I think we all get so busy, crazy with our lives that we don't take the time to appreciate the holiday spirit. And the holiday spirit isn't about gifts. It's about spending time with your family.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like that's what I was able to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so has your family been able to follow you and see you? How is that? Does that
They
work?
were just here last weekend.
Oh my goodness.
They've been the biggest fan. They've come to every show I've done basically, and they spent a couple days with us.
Oh my
They came
gosh.
to every show
You
in the
mean
front
here?
row.
They came
Yes,
here to
they were just here.
Oh man.
Isn't that amazing?
That's incredible.
Yeah,
I
it was
love
amazing.
That.
Yeah.
I was also wondering, what would you tell a young skater that says, I want to do that? What would be your advice for them?
You know, keep skating, work hard, but have fun. I've always had fun while skating. It's become my passion. This year I'm celebrating 30 years of skating already.
No. Okay, you look like you're 30 years old.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Can I ask you? Is that
I'm
okay?
34. I'm 34.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's right. You started. Wow.
Yeah, so I've skated for a very long time, and you know that passion that's what drives me every day. And you said, you know, you like to be here, you want to be here.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel the same. On the other side, I'm very grateful to be here and be able to do this like in such a beautiful setup. Especially.
I'm just in awe of all you guys. It's like, you know, I was saying that every day, you guys are like, you work so hard. So when you have a down day, what do you do?
You
Or do
know,
you
just
sleep?
walk around. Well, that, but also, you know, we like to go to Midtown and have a little, you know, cafe.
Okay, you've been
and-
to Midtown.
Yes.
Tell me
yes.
what you thought about Midtown.
So beautiful. So many cute little places and restaurants and, you know, soup, sandwich, coffee, antique shop.
Look at
It's
you.
been great.
You're like
It's been
giving
great.
Reno a good promotion here. I really like that.
Yeah, it's been a good time.
So it's nice that you're taking some time to enjoy Reno as well.
Mm-hmm.
The other question is, I had asked Elsie as well, do you have any rituals before you get on ice?
Well, I always put my left skate on first, and that is just,
So
I don't know why.
okay.
It's just been a routine. But I also do a lot of like breathing, stretching. Like for me, it's a lot about focusing in so I can give more, you know?
Oh, focusing in to give more. I think we all need to do that.
Right?
We all need to believe in ourselves. And so that was an amazing, I love that you shared that. Is there any other tips that you can share with any of us, no matter what we're doing? I think that no matter what job you have, it's hard work and it's dedication and you have to believe in yourself.
Well, stay active also.
So
is something
active
I
as
can-
in exercise or active?
Kind of. I mean, the everyday job at home, coaching and, you know, spending time with family and stuff is fun and stuff, but coming here and do shows really makes me stay on top of my fitness, and I really, you know, I can be better in my other facets in my life when I skate and I train and yeah, when I'm healthy.
Well, you make it sound like it's all fun and games. Are there any challenges?
Yeah, I mean the size of the ice makes it very hard.
Oh, what? Oh, because it's smaller?
It's very small.
Well,
yeah.
when I was watching you guys come right up to the front, and at one time the ice just splash. It's like the water splashing.
Yeah.
The kids were like giggling and laughing.
It's like a splash zone at Disney World.
It
right?
is like a splash zone at Disney World. It's definitely. So if you had memories that you've been here so far on ice with the skaters, have you already created a memory?
Um, yeah, I think just like putting it all together the first day was quite special because this show is merging the artistry of
Oh.
dancing and skating and singing. And the first day we ran that opening number all together, we had the directors jumping up and down. Like
Oh.
it just got really exciting because we all rehearsed separately and put it all together.
Okay,
And that was a moment.
how do you rehearse separately?
Well, you know,
What happened?
we were on ice. Dancers were like, in a room, and then all of a sudden we
Wow.
just put the number
Okay.
all together.
Oh,
Like,
I was thinking you meant the skaters separately.
Oh.
That would be really tricky. So thank goodness you don't do that. Wow.
yeah, it was
I
amazing.
really like that.
Yeah.
One last question.
Mhm.
Is there a moment when you're with your family and you were deciding, okay, this is what I want to do? Were they supportive of you? I mean, was there a moment you're like, I made the right decision?
Yes, that's a very good question. It was not always easy. My parents, I'm lucky enough to have had extremely supportive parents. I left home quite early to go and skate in a different town when I was younger, when I was a teen.
Okay.
And that was maybe a difficult time for my family to, send me away for skating. But they've always been extremely supportive, and I think because they came and because they saw the show, now they get it, and
Wow.
they really do support me, and they also encourage me to do more. And
Oh.
I've done it for a while now, and I keep thinking about maybe is it the last one? Is this like what am I gonna do next? But as long as I'm able, I really want to enjoy the skating and the performance aspect of it.
So thinking about what are you going to do next, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh, another good question. 5 years. Well, I don't know. Am I going to skate still? I don't know.
I hope so.
I hope so too. I'm definitely going to try to merge in the next couple of years, merge my everyday life with the coaching and the skating, and
Okay.
maybe do less skating, more coaching, and gradually sort of, phase out or something.
Well,
I
if
don't
you
know.
do that, then you could be home a little bit more, maybe.
That would be great.
That would be great.
Mhm.
Well, I'm so excited. I tell you, John, thank you so much for sharing your story and being here with us. I do have another quote. I'm kind of famous, not famous, but the quotes are my thing. So, in every glide and spit, Christmas on ice at the Row creates a snowstorm of festive delight, a perfect blend of elegance and holiday magic. And I feel like you and all the skaters, when I sat here, I felt I was in the middle of holiday magic. So thank you for sharing your story. When we come back, we have one more skater, and I think at some point you might even see me out there with these guys. So don't go away. It's About Town Deb.
Glide into the El Dorado showroom at the Row for the Holiday Spectacular Christmas on Ice. A thrilling, high-paced spectacle of world-class ice skating, soul-stirring powerhouse vocals, and the highest-kicking chorus dancers this side of the North Pole. Show opens November 21st. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. Christmas on Ice, an unforgettable experience.
And we're here with Brandon Mroz. Did I say that right?
Correcto.
So before I go into it, what did you say that your name stands for? Or what does it mean?
Yeah, my last name actually means frost, which in Polish, which is kind of funny. Not knowing that growing up and then becoming an ice skater.
Ah, so you're from St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
So
Born and raised.
Born and raised. How long were you there?
I was in St. Louis for about 10 years. I was 10, 11 years old, and then I actually moved to Canada and trained in Barrie, Ontario, up at Mariposa Rink. And then I moved to Colorado, where I trained.
Well, I hear you're the quadruplet. I don't know how to pronounce this. Lutz? What's the
Quadruple Lutz.
quadruple? Say it again.
Quadruple
Quadruple.
Lutz.
What is that?
Right? It's a lot of turns.
A lot of spinning?
It's a lot of spins.
How did you decide it? Because it says that that's kind of your thing.
Yeah, I
did. How did you decide that?
I did the first ever quad Lutz in the sport.
Whoa.
Back in 2011.
So was it your own thing?
The Lutz jump was made, but I was the first to do 4 revs with it.
You mean
4 turns in the air.
Whoa.
Land on this blade. So
Whoa.
Yeah, I was the first to do that, and that all came to fruition by me just wanting to learn at the time when I did it, because no one else has done that. It was almost like a taboo. And
Look at you. I feel like I'm with, I'm with royalty here, the first of all of that.
yeah, it was exciting. I was always an advocate of learning and a challenge, and I feel like it never was done, so I was like, why not? Why not? I guess.
Well, of course. Make it happen.
And then it happened.
Yeah. So how does it feel going from competitive skating, and I want to hear what that is like, to Holiday on Ice?
Oh my gosh. I think it's honestly a godsend.
Oh, tell me more.
Yeah, I think competitive skating's amazing, but you're restricted. You're in a bubble or a guideline. You fit a mold. And I find, like we have here at Christmas on Ice,
You just get to float around.
you get to be free. You truly are. It's probably the best expression of a love for your craft, I think.
Man, you're something else.
I try.
Awesome. It just makes me feel really humbled to be sitting here because when you say competition, not that I've watched quite a few competitions, but every little step, every little turn, like you said, you're being judged. You're being like points counted.
Oh yeah, eyes are on.
What's the pressure like with that?
It's a weight. I honestly, every time if you ever watch competitive skating, there's a weight you carry on your shoulders before they hit play on your music, and it's tough because you're defying gravity out there. So when you carry that on your shoulders,
I never thought about that, defying gravity.
So
Every
we try.
Yeah. So when you guys are out there and you're spinning each other around, how long does that take to practice? Because man, you guys were doing some pretty cool moves out there.
Oh yeah, all of us here in the cast, from skaters to singers and dancers, we've all spent years of practice, years of competitions, and now we probably get to do what we love most and share it with our beautiful audience in the city of Reno.
So I'm going to ask, have you ever dropped anybody? I'm just being honest. In rehearsal.
I would be lying if I said I did it.
See, so. I'm just saying, I want our listeners and the young kids watching to realize it just doesn't happen overnight. That's why I asked you that. Because, we see these things like, oh my gosh, they're so perfect. We're not perfect. Listen, nobody's perfect. But it's that repetitive and practicing and believing in yourself.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, probably having a little bit of maybe being an adrenaline junkie.
I was going to say a daredevil.
A little bit
we're somewhat on the same frame.
We're simpatico here.
Yeah,
so.
Not that I'm a daredevil. Just I'm not a daredevil.
There's a rebel in you somewhere. But no, absolutely.
Oh yeah, there's a rebel somewhere. Yes.
It definitely comes with a couple falls, but I think the mantra in skating is just like dust yourself off and do it again. So
get right back on the horse, as they say. So as a part of Christmas on Ice in Reno, which I'm so happy we have it here in Reno, how does the festive season influence your performance?
Oh, I think it helps a lot. There's something about the holidays, I think, that puts you in the spirit, and you just can't have like Christmas and ice skating and
not be happy
and not be fulfilled. So I think it really does help give you a spirit to your skating, and I think that translates to our audience that's coming through.
It does. Do you have a favorite holiday memory?
Ooh, a favorite holiday memory. My family's kind of like the Griswolds.
Oh no!
So
what is that?
it's always comical at the Mroz house.
Well, tell me a comical moment.
Yeah, I feel like we're cutting open the turkey and it's all dried up and it's spitting. No,
I was gonna say exploded.
It's something like that. We just have a good time. It's probably filled with a lot of laughter and a few drinks and some oddball family members.
Okay. Can you share a behind the moment memory, Holiday on Ice or right here in Reno or any other place, like a memory that stands out with your fellow skaters?
I think for us, it'd probably be the rehearsal process. I think there's something special that happens behind the scenes before we perform.
Oh, well, tell me about that.
Yeah, like when you're learning the show, the steps, the continuity, I think there's something there that kind of brings you guys together as a cast, and that's I guess a bonding, like a teamwork moment from skater and producer and then what we translate to the audience. And then by the time we do hit play on our opening day or show days now, there is probably an unspoken bond between all of us that I think comes out in our skating. So I think for me, it's sometimes the behind the scenes that the audience maybe doesn't see that.
Which is probably the best.
It's the show behind the show.
So it's kind of like when we go to break, I keep telling my guests, don't say it right now, because you always have those moments that are so authentic and so real, and I really appreciate being able to have those moments.
Just those genuine moments.
Genuine moments. So what would you tell a young skater? Like, I want to be just like you.
Oh, the young skaters that are wishing to be, I would say, give it a try. You have to go, maybe be a little, wall hugger at first. And
I might be a wall. There's no walls to hug.
No
I'm going
walls
to be
here.
hugging you guys.
This is the
there
professional.
There are no walls. I'm getting a little nervous, guys. You don't want to go. Oh my God.
This might be the professional walls, but we're going to show you how it's done. But I would say go out, do your wall hugging laps, find your blade. There's such a connection from your body blade to ice that I think is really unique to skating.
Oh, I never thought about, there is a connection.
Absolutely. There's like a grounding to it. And I think it's kind of remarkable with the sport, because while skating is art, I think there's a lot of athleticism to it. That's what brought me to skating when I was a kid. I loved the tricks, the jumps. I was like, wow, how do you do that? I don't care what the blade is, what the boot is, and I just want to be out there jumping and defying the laws of gravity, I guess.
If you weren't a skater, what do you think you would have pursued in your career?
Well, being Mroz and Frosty, I would I probably would have done something in the winter sports. I was raised in hockey. I come from a little bit of a hockey background.
Hockey?
I did play hockey.
Oh.
So I probably would have either done hockey, or my time out in Colorado, I love snowboarding. So I would have.
Oh, so you are like a chilly, frosty entertainer.
I think I left the North Pole when I was young or something. So
I have to tell you guys, this is a must-see, spectacular show. Holiday show. When they say spectacular, it's definitely spectacular. It's pretty easy to get your tickets. Literally, you can go to eldorado.com, you can go to caesars.com, Ticketmaster, many ways, or you can go to abouttowndeb, and I'll make sure to get you in the right direction. I just feel like it's an experience that you really need to have for Christmas. It's a gift of your family being together, which is so much more important than gifts under the tree. And I think this would be the perfect gift to give your family, a night out together. You definitely need to make that happen. And I've been really blessed today being able to chat with you guys, and it's just incredible. It's amazing. As we wrap up this frosty adventure, I love you. It's perfect that you were last, because the whole, with your name, the whole frosty thing is, I really like that. I really want to say thank you, not only to you, but to John, to Alexe, and I'm just so grateful that I get to hear your stories. It's, for me, City Talk is, yes, it's about the city, but it's about the people behind the stories, and I want everybody to know that anything is possible, and especially watching you guys out there, I thought, oh my gosh, can I ever do that? Which is going to be happening. I think at some point in the show, you're going to see that. So I feel like Christmas on Ice at the Row is just not a show. It's a journey into winter wonderland. And I'm just so excited to be able to be a part of the Eldorado family and be here. So I want to thank you for sharing your time with us. And it's an honor and a blessing to have met you.
Oh, thank you so much. I agree.
Thank you.
Glide into the Eldorado showroom at the Row for the Holiday Spectacular Christmas on Ice. A thrilling, high-paced spectacle of world-class ice skating, soul-stirring powerhouse vocals, and the highest-kicking chorus dancers this side of the North Pole. Show opens November 21st. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. Christmas on Ice, an unforgettable experience.
Okay.
So feet straight. Yeah.
They're straight.
Kind of hit with the part.
There you go.
Little hip point.
You know, when in doubt, hold on to the bicep.
Closer. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm really kind of like.
And then keep your weight forward. Bring your nose forward. Here we go. Good.
Oh, you got it.
And then we can march.
March.
Yeah. Like stomp it out at first. Like
Stomp it out.
Yeah. Good. And then maybe
You're in
you can march
Shavasana
and
now.
Can you glide on your feet? Yeah. And so if you have like a soft knee, if you just kind of relax the knee a little bit, knee over the toes, gives you a little bit of stability. Okay, so now we're gonna change foot, right foot. So bend, push with your right.
Right foot.
Oh, push with the right.
That's my left foot.
Yes.
There it is.
Push
Okay.
it the other way now. So push right and together. Or alternate. Yeah, that's it.
You're a natural.
No, I'm not natural. I'm going to be honest with you guys out there.
Let's see.
Yeah, there you go.
That's it.
Look at that.
Oh, look how graceful you are. You're in.
I'm in. Not really.
You're in Christmas on Ice now. You're going fast, girl. All right,
Now
we're gonna do a left, a right, and a glide. Are you ready? Left, right, glide.
Wide. Okay, let's do something. Oh! Well, that's okay. Hello, Reno. It's abouttowndeb. I am actually on Holiday on Ice at the El Dorado in the showroom. And I did have a tumble, so I'm sure you probably saw that during the tape. I am so honored, I'm telling you, to be here. I just feel like I can do anything.
You can.
It's pretty cool. So if you each could say one thing you would like to say to Reno, what would it be right now? As your final, we taught Deb to skate!
Come see us. Come see the show. Come get in the Christmas spirit with us.
Yeah, we'd love to see you down here at the Row. You can come find us at Ticketmaster.com, Caesars.com, and Christmas on Ice.
So, Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!